he had In the Club, 50 had Candy Shop, PIMP. He had 21 Questions, Just a Little Bit. He had Mini Men, Window Shopper, Wankster, I Get Money. Um, he had Baby by Me, Piggy Bank. Oh, I forgot about this one. What Up Gangsta? That was a big track on. That was a big hit on his CD. See, and also like he got hits that was on CDs too. Like they might have not been radio hits, but they was big CD singles, big CD hits.
Yeah, the same with Ross.
Yeah,
But see, Ross got a lot more songs that I've seen that's actually out.
yeah.
Like if I look up some of these Jones, man, it's crazy, son.
I think if
Cause you
oh,
got, I know Ross had Magnificent. He got Touching You with Usher. He got what was that? Thug Cry.
mm,
Uh, what's that shit, man? That Maybach music shit with the song. Well, he kind of remixed them joints each time, but them joints is hot. Every last one of them, no matter which album you go to. It's just like a one up on each one. And as much as we don't want to really admit it, Aston Martin music was a hit for the summertime in 2010.
yeah, hell yeah, it was. To be honest, that's when I really started liking like Ross more. Like when like BMF and all that, and that's when I started liking. Cause before that, I thought that he was alright. Like he wasn't. He really ain't blow me away until like that's when he really took off. Like I remember the first time I heard not heard Ross, but the first time like I heard something knocking was when I heard that motherfucking BMF float, like somebody was bumping that joint in the car, and I just heard that joint knocking, and I was like, dang, that joint crazy. And ever since then, I think he just took over, and I think that's when he was just getting better. I ain't gonna say like that's when he was hot, cause he been hot, but I'm saying that's when he started really
He broke into
taking the
you.
streets. He really broke in. Yeah, he really broke in the game and took over the streets. Like then, around that time.
He got a few mixtapes, man. Like he got a few the Ashes to Ashes, the Rich Forever, and both of them sound like albums.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he make he. I think all his work is album
Like
like,
I really
album like.
feel his body hard as hell because of the help that 50 had behind him with Dre and M, man. Like that
Her,
shit.
you said hold up. What you say? You said Port of Miami or Get Rich or Die Trying?
No, I said I gotta go with Get Rich or Die Trying, but I said it's also hard as hell because Ross ain't had no help how 50 had help. And this is what I mean by this. When you look at if you think about it, and you look at it. This nigga had Dr. Dre, like that's one of the greatest producers making beats of anything, and then you got Eminem helping you and mentoring you to make your album. You know what I'm saying? Like that make your body of work 10 times more than with somebody else that's doing it by themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not knocking 50 at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that was something else, but he had a major producer in his corner. And that shit go a long way, dog, when it come to beats and critiquing certain shit. Then you got Eminem overlooking what you want to put out and what you want to do. Rick Ross, he scrounged that up and did it himself.
Yeah, so we could definitely say Rick Ross. How many albums Rick Ross got out?
Uh, hold up.
See, I don't know if we can consider
He
these.
got Porter Miami. He got Deeper Than Rap.
Is they all albums?
Hood Billionaire. Rick Ross. He got
Ashes to
Triller, I
Ashes.
think Triller. Teflon Don.
Mhm.
Black Market. Mastermind. God Forgives, I Don't. And then Rather You Than Me, John now.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we could say overall, Rick Ross probably got more better quality albums than 50. But
Yeah, it's cool, bro. He do. That's what I'm saying. I think Ross had way more albums, and Ross mixtapes was like them shits was just like albums. To be real with you, 'cause Ashes to Ashes, that shit was hard as hell, and Richer Forever is dope as hell.
Fifty had Before I Self Destruct, Curtis, The Massacre, and Get Rich Die Trying. A lot of people don't realize that 50 been hot before he even got with Ross and got with Dre and like 50.
Nah, I know that. What I'm saying is I'm saying on the fact of like of the time of the course of time when you actually start building your album up to be commercial and stuff like that, he was more put in the direction of where to go. You understand what I'm saying? Having Eminem and Dr. Dre is that guy to put him in that type of era to be like, look, this is what we're looking for. This is what's supposed to be put out. He had people telling him what to be put out. Like you mentioned earlier, a commercial, you know what I'm saying, more commercial and more marketable.
Mm.
So they knew what angle to work and what would best fit for him to succeed. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Other with Ross, it was different. Ross didn't really have nobody in his corner to tell him that or how to do anything. He just went off of what he knew how to do best, and that was hustling and just work.
We both I think we both agree that 50 killed his own career, right? Or
Yeah.
all right, 50 killed his own.
I feel like he should have never even challenged Kanye in that whole aspect.
Yeah, if that was the if that was the case, 50 would have had a better like a way he ran it because 50 was basically running the game. To be honest, it was him, Kanye. They still had Wayne, of course, but it was 50 was one of the top 5 rappers at that time. And until he tried to, and then when he tried to, when he said he
that time Kanye album took over.
yeah, he said he was going to retire or whatever. He was going to quit rap if Kanye outsold him, which he did. And so 50 basically shot himself in the foot. But if that wouldn't have happened, I think 50 would have ran. He would have ran the game for longer. Like he would definitely
would have, but see, every chance he get, he try to make a comeback, but it's not.
It's not what it was. Once they off you in the rap game, and I got this from Charlemagne. He said once they off you in the rap game, motherfuckers is off you. It's hard. It's hard to fall off and then get back and be popping and running again. That's why you gotta respect niggas like.
Why you think he was so high with getting Chris Brown to be on that "I Am the Man" song? Because if you really think about it, Chris Brown makes that song.
Yeah, that song hot too.
Chris Brown gets on, it's hot.
Yeah, that's hot.
No matter what it is, Chris Brown can get on the song that sound like shit and it's dope.
Yo.
You let him sing on the hook and shit, everybody gonna go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Me included, bitch. I ain't even gonna.
Yeah.
Like, I fuck with Chris Brown. I'ma listen to it.
But 50 man, he
50 shot himself in the foot, man.
Yeah, like, and the thing is, like, of course, like, one thing about rappers, like, you gotta know when to get in and when to, like, the switch over. Like, that's why I respect Ice Cube so much. Like, niggas was rappers, but they went and did so much more with rap. After a while, when you're a rapper, rap is probably the only genre where you can't. It's like drugs, selling drugs. You do it, and then you get out. You know, most niggas, if you don't get out, you're gonna be locked up or you're gonna eventually get dead. Like, you know, maybe end up dead. And I think that's the same thing kind of with rap. Like, most of the real